Hello friends, welcome to my presentation. Before you start designing your research, you should choose your favorite research field and explore the theories in your favorite research field. Try to find out what are the possible gaps in knowledge which are of your interest, specifically in the context of your target research setting. For example, your target research setting can be a company in a specific industry or a community in a city. It depends upon whom you want to select as your research subjects. And you need to identify what is the problem related to your target research setting with respect to the theoretical gaps that you perceive. And once you are clear about the problem statement, then you should have primary research questions in your mind. The questions that you want your research to answer, and very closely linked with your research questions, you should determine what will be the aim of your research and what will be the objectives of your research. Another aspect that you should keep in your mind is that your research should be smart. It should be specifically addressing a narrow topic linked with a narrow research problem. The outcomes of your research should be measurable such that you can draw meaningful conclusions. Your research should be achievable given your limitations, given your resources in hand. The outcomes should be realistic, which means they should be acceptable to the people who are interested in a research like yours. You can say your interested communities, and your research should be timely. You should time your research just like a project and create your own project plan following the standard project management methodologies. Example, a PERT chart or a Gantt chart. Next, you should think about your contribution to the existing body of knowledge through your research. Your original contribution. You should ask yourself a question. Do I want to explore a new theory? Do I want to describe a new or an existing theory? Do I want to explain a new or an existing theory? Your first question implies an exploratory research in which you will explore new theories and new knowledge associated with them. These kind of studies are conducted through qualitative research, through interpretive philosophy, through inductive approach of learning. Your second question implies a descriptive research in which your objective will be to describe, that is, elaborate a new or an existing theory in order to evolve more details. This kind of research is also done through interpretive philosophy, qualitative methodology, and inductive learning. Your third question implies an explanatory research in which you try to confirm or prove something, which is like treating a new theory as a hypothesis and proving the hypothesis using credible methods and techniques. Once you have finalized all these aspects, you can now begin designing your research using the design components shown on this slide. Your research design requires a research philosophy, a learning approach, a research strategy, a research choice of methodology, your time horizon, and the techniques and procedures that you want to follow. I wish to present a separate video each for all these design components, explaining them in greater detail. But here in this slide, I just want to tell you that there is a pattern that you need to follow while you're designing your research. For example, if you have chosen interpretivism as your research philosophy, you need to choose inductive learning approach and you need to choose a qualitative research methodology. Well, okay, fine. It's not a rule cast in stone, but this is what is done in most of the research studies, perhaps as a standard across the world. Similarly, if you want to choose positivism as your research philosophy, then your learning approach is deductive and your research methodology should be quantitative. As for your research strategy, you need to conduct a lot of study on what these strategies are all about. What is an experimentation? What is a survey? What is a case study? What is action research? Grounded theory, ethnography, archival. I promise to present all of these in a separate video. Then comes your time horizons, where you have two choices: cross-sectional, longitudinal. Cross-sectional is a kind of research that you conduct only once in a short period. For example, completing the entire research in 1 week's time. But longitudinal research is an ongoing research that might continue for several months or even several years. Your learning approach might be inductive or deductive. In inductive learning approach, you will study everything that comes your way as possible evidences relevant to your research. In deductive approach, you would like to formulate hypotheses and accept or reject them through a credible method like statistical significance testing. In advanced deductive studies, you might even like to formulate initial structural constructs and find out the most reliable and valid structural construct through multivariate statistical and mathematical modeling. Then finally, you need to explore an entire universe of techniques and procedures and select the ones which are most suitable for your research. I promise to present the commonly used methods and techniques in separate videos following this video. I want to present to you the research onion, which was presented by Saunders, Lewis and Thornhill in one of their books published in 2011. Now, research onion gives you a holistic view of how you can design your research, starting from philosophies, ending at techniques and procedures. This research onion doesn't represent every design element possible in a research, but it gives you an idea how to approach towards finalizing your research design and maybe later on how to show your research design in your research document.